When you guys kept punching back with that first 10 minutes, was just a little too much. What do you think
Yeah,
went into some of that?
Well, they're an excellent team. You know, they jump on us early, 27-12, and you know, they're shooting in the 70%, whatever it is, and you know, part of you says, okay, you know, there will be a return to mean, but part of you says, well, you know, why are we letting them get, you know, this much rhythm? And I thought we did an excellent, you know, after that, if you look at it, they got 41 points in 57 possessions. And probably shot in the 20s, maybe the 30s, probably the 30s. But, you know, we defended really well. But just that hot start killed us. And as you look at, you know, as the game wore on in the second half, you know, we're down 10. We have turnover in transition, another half-court turnover. We're hanging around down 10. We go 1 for 2 at the foul line, three out of 4 trips, right? And we're just still down 10. We just can't. They have 11 points and 21 possessions. I'm obviously a possession counter, and we're nowhere closer to where we were, right? So we're playing tremendous defense on a top 10 or 15 team in the country on the road, and we don't have anything to show for it in terms of being level. And that's what, you know, Matt runs great stuff. Coach Painter runs great stuff. His kids execute it really well. We tried to, you know, get to Isaac when we could. They came out and kind of switched around some stuff, which we took us a little bit of time to adjust to, but we still made a quick adjustment, I thought. But, you know, it was just too little too late. And then, you know, you got to make some open shots. Got to make your free throw. You know, we just didn't do enough of that. And I can understand if you look at, you know, the second chance points that we lose that to these guys, but I can't understand points off turnovers. You know, you look at that was 19-10, and that's essentially the difference of the game. That's, you know, just turning the ball over killed us. And their defense certainly to be credited for some of that, but that one killed us. Our turnovers killed us.
Tim, Vincent Edwards wasn't really a big factor when you guys beat them last season in Lincoln, but he was obviously big today. I mean, you've seen him for 4 seasons. What makes him so good, and how'd you guys try to counter him?
Yeah, Vince is a very, very good player. You know, he can post you up in that mid-post area and hurt you. You can get fouled. He runs well in transition. He makes threes, drive hard. So he's very versatile, and so he you know, puts a conundrum. And then he's a good passer, so he can post feed Isaac or Matt. And so you have to decide if you just turn a double in, they throw it right back out. It's the easiest 3 in the world. And he hit a couple of those on us to start, but he's just a really, really good player. And certainly, you know, at halftime we said, you know, he hit 17 points, and we're like, do everything we're doing on defense, but get to Edwards. Get to Edwards. And I don't know what he ended up with, 21, but it was a much better effort in the second half for us. But he's an excellent player.
Tim, we've talked about the growth that your team has shown on the road from early November to now. Did anybody blink today when you got down 15? Was it pretty calm?
No, it was great. You know, that's a good question because, you know, what do we expect out of these guys? And, you know, our guys were in the huddle like they couldn't believe. It was like they couldn't believe it wasn't an even game. They couldn't believe. It was more like how are we not doing that? How are we screwing this up? You know, and they knew what they were doing. It was just like, you know, but the atmosphere is terrific here. It's a great home court crowd. And they're a very veteran, physical team, and so, you know, Purdue does some of that to you. But I was proud of our guys in terms of their mentality of, you know, really not flinching, of saying we're going to go in and beat Purdue at Purdue, and certainly that didn't happen. But at the same time, I think that we've got some qualities where we could do it if we see them again. Anything else?
Coach?
Thanks.
Thank you.